Hi and welcome to your weekly Unconditional Love Masculine Feminine reading. This week is all about how all the waiting, all the longing, all the darkness is coming to an end, but not before we realize the importance of the darkness and how within the darkness the light plants the seeds that make it grow into even more. Here it is. Click below for the full reading. Hi everybody and welcome to this week's Masculine Feminine Unconditional Love reading. I'm back on my magic carpet to read this, my little white carpet. And it's been an interesting week. This card is about how sometimes we can be a little bit harsh, though, in what we are communicating. And it's a feeling and an idea of looking back at times when either we felt hurt by another person, and I want to tell you that they feel remorseful, and also for us to take responsibility for the times that we may have been harsh with another also. I feel as though feminine is maybe having some admirers this week, that there is an offer being put her way that she doesn't feel really that interested in. Celebrate your achievements and pat yourself on the back for everything that you've achieved emotionally, physically, career-wise, family-wise, whatever, it doesn't matter. But what can sometimes block our vision towards the peace we can moving towards is just our thoughts. Again, another backed up message for the feminine. Be careful of your thoughts, because it's the feminine figure in this boat that can get clouded by her thinking. He's saying that the wait is coming to an end. It's a coming to balance and coming to justice of an idea of conflict between the two of us, through onward into even more happiness and joy that they share together. It says that we still need to be patient in terms of making things work practically. We are learning. It's an end to the pain. Spread these lovely Rumi cards across. Pick this one. Ooh, I'm not sure if I've had this one before. Number 34, Layla. I like to use these Rumi cards as a meditation. I would like you to think of this as a meditation. I would like you to take some time out now, just to take a few deep breaths, to relax, to sit or lie if you are able, and allow this to be a meditation for you to listen to, for you to allow yourself to float through universes within, for you to remember the truth of your divinity within. Number 34, Layla, from the Rumi Oracle by Alana Fairchild. I shall read to you now. And the Rumi poem for this card starts. Put aside your clever schemes. O lover, be mindless, become mad. Dive into the heart of the flame, become fearless, be like a moth. Turn away from the self and tear down the house. Then come and dwell in the house of love. Be a lover, live with lovers. Clean your chest from all hostility, wash it 7 times, then fill it with the wine of love. Be a chalice for love, be a chalice. You must be all love to be worthy of the beloved. When going to the gathering of drunks, be a drunk, become drunk. Your thought takes a course dragging you in its wake. Move beyond thought, let your heart lead, be the leader. When the grace of love is revealed, be a mirror to reflect it. When the beloved's hair is loosened, brush it like a comb, be a comb. How I long for my thoughts to no longer make any sense to me. Then I can be rid of them, like noisy house guests who have overstayed their welcome. Oh, the peace when they finally go. Their incessant chatter brings me no comfort. I crave the silence of you. Will you let me hear it? Will you run through the noisy house of my mind with your great muddy feet so that I can focus on something other than my mind for a while? Maybe you can make such a mess that I shall give up my plans and attempts at order completely. Just give in for a change. It's time for that. To give up my ridiculous fantasies of perfection, useless, noisy, irritating, demanding, and yet deadening perfection. I'd rather just be alive. I want to plant my head in the earth, in the same mud that sticks to your feet, and breathe in her rich soil smell. I want to feel her heart beating in the quiet movements of the roots of the plants as they stretch and grab, and stop my ears with her fertile dirt, finally gaining peace from the constant infernal racket of thoughts no longer wanted. Oh, beloved, how you are to be envied. You are being given the gift of no self, no noise, no sense. The great beloved truly wants you to be closer than ever to the wild, universal heart. In that field of love, every electronic device goes haywire. Systems collapse, worlds collide, and great stars are born from chaos. But the real you will sense none of this. You'll be staring at your beloved, so intoxicated by love your tongue will loll out of your mouth, and you'll drool like a bloodhound, and you won't care a hoot. Neither will the great beloved. Such will the passion of your reunion be, that the only thing to matter will be the one great love exploding inside your being. So who cares if you have no idea what day it is? What was your job supposed to be again? Or how to make conversation, let alone intelligent conversation, at the dinner table? Ah, well, you shall not be yourself any more. You shall not be so appropriate or sociable. Welcome to my world. Who understands crazy words that fall out of your mouth, unchecked by logic or rationality? I do. I know the beloved too. I am under the same loving spell. I, like you, have no I anymore. I, like you, am so crazy with love that I care not for things making sense anymore. I, like you, long for my night of love with the great beloved that ends me forever and renders me only and ever the lover of the great beloved. I call that night forward from my love-crazed heart, as do you, that Laylat al-Qadr, the night of destiny. Let us run together and pound on the bedroom door of the great beloved. There is no shame. There is nothing else worth holding on to. Let us go now and throw ourselves upon the good will of the Creator. Our hair shall be messy and mingle with the curving galaxy, and the planets shall grow rings around them, becoming the many eyes of the great beloved, delightfully bearing witness to our loving, passionate surrender. This oracle brings you a message. You are moving through a period of not knowing, of time in the great void or womb of the Divine Mother. It is in this place the seed can crack open and take root. This cannot happen in the light where all is seen and recognized. It must happen under the cover of darkness where only trust can assure one of success. This is the way of nature, the way of life, and it must be honoured. This oracle brings you ancient wisdom. It guides you, not to fear the darkness, but to enter into it willingly. It is not for you to become lost, but to find your way. This oracle is saying that in the darkness there is the path. Do not turn away from it. Let it be. Be with the lack of knowing. When people ask of you so many questions and demand sensible answers to support their notion of reality, do not bow to such unworthiness and fear. Know that their minds may be fearful for your safety and their own, lest your divine madness be contagious, but that their fear is nothing to you, nothing at all. It is not even anything to them, but they just don't know that yet. Under the sacred black cloak of night, the Divine Mother, the Goddess, she who transfigures from darkness into light, has invited you into her chamber. In that place you shall experience annihilation, but only that of which is untrue, that of which would hold you back, dampen your spirit, or prevent you from bursting into full aliveness. For that which is true is already seated deep in her womb and is preparing to be born, strong and with good powerful legs. So when it is time, it will leap like a wild creature, all instinct and intuition, into the morning light. For this moment, however, there is darkness, and it is essential for the appearance, so imminent, beloved, of the light on its way. This oracle brings you sadness. If you find yourself to be sad, to be grieving, whether you know for what or not, or even depressed or struggling, feeling as though you are being pulled down, do not fight. Bear witness instead. Allow what is taking place to take place. Allow what is happening to happen. You shall find a joy in allowing the interplay of darkness and the light to take place according to the greater unfolding rhythm of your own divine growth process. Sit in a dark and quiet space, if possible. Say aloud after me. I honour the darkness that serves the all-loving light. Through the grace of Rumi and the Divine Mother, I am blessed with growth of my soul into life. Even within the darkest of dark places, the Divine Beloved dwells with unfailing generosity and compassion. In my surrender, I am held, and in my darkness, the seed of new life takes root. So be it. And rest. I truly adore that analogy, that the darkness is the place where the seeds take root, where creation is always happening. The darkness is needed, the respite is needed, in order for the light, for the flowers to bloom. The quiet, the smallness, if we allow ourselves to be in that space, we can notice. we can just be and trust that even if we cannot see how or know how, that the seeds have been planted. And sometimes we are just the earth in which they grow. It is coming to an end. The light is always being born. We can see in this image that we are all rising all of the time. Have an incredible week. If you haven't already watched the full reading, please do so over on vimeo.com on demand. Gift me and yourself with your presence in every single moment. Lots of love. See you next week.